Hello, America. I just thought I'd talk to you a little bit. Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon of Charlie Sheen, and everybody seems to make it. There's one group of people that want to make it a battle between good and evil. There's some people genuinely concerned for Charlie. Just the fact that we've seen a lot of our friends go down a road like Charlie's, and bad things have happened, but not to all of them. Some of them are awesome stories. I have friends that have recovered from this and become awesome people. They were awesome people. They made it through it. But anyway, on Charlie Sheen, the guy has been able to pull off whatever he's tried to achieve. He's funny as hell. If you feed him straight lines all day, all you guys would do is sit there and laugh at each other. I bet you he's a hell of a guy to drink with, party with. I kind of say, give Charlie a break. He came out in the media to say his part. It sounds to me like Charlie was backed into a corner. Somehow those executives got hold of his money nut, or, something. Had something on him. Hell, there'd be plenty of stuff to have on him the way he's partied. They probably got enough footage of that for a full-blown 3-day documentary. But you got to remember, there's just bigger problems in the world than Charlie. No offense to Charlie. None at all, buddy. But, we got some other stuff that people really ought to be paying attention to. And I think my point I'm trying to put across is you and Alex Jones are right. Look at media wanting to dramatize and capitalize on your issues, the problems that you've had, to make them multi-millions of dollars, and to really get the American people's mind off of the billions in cuts, the billions in state cuts, the smashing of the unions in the states, in order to cut the budget, government unwilling to cut the budget. To be honest, the Republicans would love to be able to say, yeah, okay, we don't want to cut either. But the American people kind of put the thumb on them with the Tea Party. And they showed that the American people's vote counts for something and can make a difference. And I believe, whether you want to make fun of Tea Party or not, that they legitimately have made Congress pay attention to what we have been griping about, what some of us are mad about, some of us are upset about, some of us are concerned and worried. They finally brought a lot of those issues to light up there. They finally brought those spoiled little congressmen and senators back to a little bit of reality, where just because it's not their money doesn't mean they can spend it at Saks Fifth Avenue. And that we have to be fiscally responsible in our homes, and so does the nation. And I think that's kind of, they're trying to sensationalize and demonize Charlie in order to get you to not think about the fact that when you go to the grocery store this week, your money hasn't gone as far. And the check that you got is not going to pay all the bills that you have at the end of this week. Just like me, just like many of us. And that the government is not doing its part to reduce spending in these hard times. They want you to not remember that. They want you to not think that, because they want to spend your money. They want to be unfettered in their access to dollars. They've figured out new ways to get your dollars with these bailouts. Well, they weren't getting enough of your tax money at first, but now, since they had to bail everybody out, they're going to get it all. But then you look, NBC, MSNBC, ABC, all they want to talk about Charlie Sheen. Well, hey, I love Charlie Sheen. I've watched his show, 2.5 Men. I've watched a lot of movies he was in and loved him. But the economic times, what's going on in the world, that should be front page. Talking about why Egypt revolted, because of economic controls from a despot government. Why Tunisia erupted, because they're being controlled by their media and by their government. Iraq tasted some freedom. They're using democracy. They're voting their own groups in, their own people in. They're making legislation that's never been made before. Other countries see this, and they love this. Well, we have this same power, and we need to use this power to shape our government. We need to use this power of the vote, this power of our voices heard. And whether you hate Tea Party or not, why do you? Why would you dislike those people so strongly? Because they want government to cut back on their spending? You know, cut out any religious disagreements and any sexual preference disagreements and immigration disagreements. And you could come together and make a decision that would help affect the future of America. But we're being teamed up. There's team captains, and the guy you like, you go over there and they go over here, and your neighbor gets picked on his team, and you're like, wait a minute, me and my neighbor think exactly alike. Why is he on that team? Well, because that guy was better looking. And so America gets fractured.